Most of us probably don't give too much thought to our feet, because no brains up here, feet down there. However, keeping them healthy is important to our overall well-being, especially if you're diabetic. Nurse Christina is here to give us some fun facts about feet, so thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah, so I thought I would change it up a little bit. We're actually going to do a quiz.
Oh.
All right, so get your thinking caps on, because we're going to talk.
Is it multiple choice?
It is, and we're gonna talk feet and give a little quiz. Okay, so let's start with the first one. How many bones are in the human foot?
Ooh.
15, 45, 26, or 37.
Yeah.
If in doubt, go with C.
Really, mine's if in doubt, go with B. I'm gonna go 45.
Well, it is C. You were right. So some feet are home to a quarter of all bones in your body. There are 26 bones in each foot, 33 joints, 19 muscles, 10 tendons, and 107 ligaments. So yeah, there's a lot. Okay, true or false? Your feet just may be the most ticklish part of your body.
I feel like that's true.
Oh, that's definitely true.
That's gotta be
ticklish.
It is true. This is because we have 8,000 nerves in our feet.
Oh my.
The ticklish, and if your feet are ticklish, that's actually a good sign. You know, we had mentioned diabetes in the very beginning. So reduced sensitivity could be a symptom of neuropathy, which is common with people who are diabetics or people who are in chemotherapy. Sometimes those can too. So it is true. Your feet are the most ticklish.
Well, anyone who tickles my feet is getting kicked. So put that warning out there.
Very ticklish.
And probably with those high heels, that might hurt.
Yeah,
right. So how many sweat glands make up both of your feet? A, 40,000. B, 650,000, C, 197,000, or D, 250,000?
I'm gonna go big or go home. I don't know.
I'm going with D.
I'll go D.
It is.
Oh,
it is
that was
D.
a guess.
Your feet have 250,000 sweat glands and can produce a half a pint of sweat in a single day.
Is that why our feet are smelly at the end of the day?
I guess it could be. It could be. This whole thing, I was actually talking to one of your producers prior. The whole quiz and this whole foot thing came about because one of my patients mentioned that he had a Morton's toe. And I thought, what the heck is a Morton's toe? So I will tell you, it is when your second toe is longer than your big toe. So if your second toe is longer than your big toe, that's Morton's toe. That is not on the quiz, but I just thought it was a fun FYI. Okay, number 4. At what age do the bones in your feet finish hardening? A, 21, B, 14, C, 55, or D, age 32?
Say 55. Just gonna go.
I'm actually going to go different. I think D.
D, okay. The answer is A. Actually, at age 21, your feet will start to harden. Your feet are natural shock absorbers, and while there's prosthetics that people can wear with their feet, actually the complexity of the human foot and ankle is really difficult to replicate. It's so complex. So pretty amazing that our feet, and they harden by the age of 21. All right, number 5. How many miles will the average person walk in a lifetime? A, 60,000, B, 400,000, C, 110,000, or D, 250,000?
Well, that depends on the person. I'm going big or go home. B.
I'm gonna go D, 250,000.
Okay, no, it is actually the average person will walk 110,000 miles in their lifetime.
We were both wrong.
Typically, a person will walk 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day. I know they say 10,000 is the magic number, but most of us really don't make it to that, especially if, we're sitting at a desk, we're just getting up doing little things, we don't quite make it. But yeah, so
I gotta give a shout out to my dad though. Back home in Illinois, he goes for a morning walk. Probably not doing it today because it's raining outside back in Illinois. But I don't know. It depends on how I guess brave, for lack of a better term, he is.
It is awesome, and walking is one of the best exercises for women because it's low stress, and yet it can really be effective. All right, number 6. How was shoe size originally measured? A, using the length of a person's hand. B, measure in terms of wheat stalks. C, measured against grains or corns of barley. or D, using the size of a seashell?
A.
I'm gonna go C, corn or barley.
It is actually corn or barley. It is C. You are correct. Shoe sizes were originally measured in barley corns. The unit of measurement started in the United Kingdom during the 14th century and is still being used around the world today. So a grain of barley is, say you have your shoe size is 6, it would be 6 grains of barley, and then they add 1/3 of an inch, I guess, just for good measure. Number 7, what is the most common cause of foot injuries? A, sprain, B, broken toenail, C, stub toe, or D, blisters?
I'm gonna say sprain. I feel like you just look at your foot and it sprains.
I'm thinking sprain too, because I know I play basketball at the Y with some of the guys there, and sometimes your foot kind of lands awkwardly.
You are correct. It is a sprain. While blisters and calluses and foot fatigue, cracked skin, athlete's foot can be issues, a sprain is the #1 common injury. Plantar fasciitis is the #1 form of pain. And then more than 54 million adults have rheumatoid arthritis. Number 8, how long does it take for a human toenail to grow back? A, 6 months, B, 2 weeks, C, over a year, or D, never?
I'm gonna go C, over a year.
So we're talking about the toenail?
Toenail growing back.
The actual, the full toenail.
Yep.
Okay, not just the tip part, but the actual full toenail.
Yep.
I'm gonna side with Jackie on this one, over a year.
You are right, 12 to 18 months for a toenail to completely regrow. True or false, men are more likely than women to experience foot problems?
Yes.
True.
False.
Oh.
Women are 4 times more likely to have foot problems compared to men, and mainly because we wear high heels. And that all started in the 17th century, so you can thank our forefounders.
And allegedly, I think it was a guy that invented the high heels, so there you go.
Yeah. Yes, actually, European men got the idea from Persian warriors, so you are correct.
Interesting.
But now it's women. Well, it's changing. We get both now. Okay, number 10. What is the most common shoe size for women? A, 5.5, B, 8.5, C, 10, or D, 6.5?
I'm gonna go 8.5.
This would be different. I'll go A.
Okay, it is 7.5 to 8.5, so you are correct. It is
I went with
the
my mom's shoe
most
size.
common, yep, and it's growing. Like it used to be, yep, it used to be like 6.5 to 7.5. Now it's 7.5 to 8.5. So as we get older, or I don't know, as things change, our feet are evidently growing right along with us. So
Interesting. Well, definitely very fun doing some trivia. Thanks for coming in. And
Absolutely.
I definitely knew more than I thought I did. So
yeah, you all did very well.
yes, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And coming up, we have What's Trending, including